I predict Contra or Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Very good choices, actually, Budafingers. But how about some Super Smash TV? I haven't played this in a while. I've never beaten this game. This is still my first playthrough. I've never beaten this game, and I kind of think I never will. It's super tough. I really love it. I really love this game, but it's so hard. But we'll play this a little bit tonight. Contra, if I felt like switching over to the Famicom, I could have played Contra. I don't really like Contra 3 that much, though. And can you believe there's a hard mode? Hard mode. I can't even beat it on normal. I've been kind of neglecting Super Ghouls and Ghosts too, because I talked about training to do another challenge for that game that involved using all of the weapons. But I just haven't made much progress on that. This room would be a lot better if we had an actual joystick. Or it starts you off surrounded by enemies like that. Like it's a lot tougher with buttons than it is with a stick. Oh, spread gun. I haven't seen the spread gun the whole game yet. Let's go. quick. Give me something good. There's lots more stuff coming in. No! I ran into an enemy. I was doing really well. That's like... It's pretty good for me to make it this far. That's our first death. Big prizes. I love it. Ah, please. I have to put the extra life so close to the landmine. It's just rude. I lost one. Oh no, a piece of shrapnel get me? I must have missed it in all the chaos. Was that the first hack and slash game? Which game? I'm bleeding lives. This game? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Robotron, like, this is basically Robotron. And that's older than this. And I mean, I think probably like Gauntlet would be an earlier hack and slash game. When I hear hack and slash, I think like melee combat rather than guns. But I don't
I'd buy that for $1.
I don't know what the rules are. Oh, the peanut. Yuck. This is this weapon right here, which I'm about to replace. That's a weird. It's a weird weapon because like I think it's probably the best weapon in the game, but I hate to use it because I can't. I'm not good at. I'm not good with it. I can't understand its trajectory. It has this kind of lob trajectory where it goes up and over things. That one right there. And I call it the peanut because the icon for it looks like a peanut. I didn't think he'd come that far up. He usually doesn't... Well, never mind. I was going to say he usually doesn't go all the way to the top, but now he's done it twice back to back, so maybe I just don't remember. It's been a while. It's been several months since we've played this. Quit spawning weapons right next to the enemy. I mean, that's not a weapon. That's just invincibility. So that doesn't even help me, but... Spawn something where I can pick it up, please. I really like twin stick shooter games, but I've played very few of them in my life. There's this amazing little game I used to play on the Xbox 360. That was a downloadable game. It was called I Made a Game with Zombies in It. It was a twin stick shooter, and I loved it. It was one that it's a really short game, but it's one that I would just pick up and play and just run through like a. You could do a quick playthrough like a warm-up game. It was a lot of fun. That's really the one that I spent the most time with, and might be for the longest time, I think it was the first and only twin stick shooter game that I'd ever played. And then I actually found this game because I saw another streamer playing it. I don't remember who. But we stopped into another stream after a raid, I think. And they played a little bit of this, and I was like, that looks like a twin stick shooter. I bet that's a lot of fun. And then very shortly after seeing it, they were playing a more like arcade accurate version. But shortly after seeing it for the first time, I found the Super Nintendo game. And I was like, oh great, I'll play it on the Super Nintendo. And the Super Nintendo version is really good, but I really wish I had joysticks instead of buttons. Like the D-pad and the 4 buttons on the Super Nintendo, because the Super Nintendo controller has 4 buttons, right? It can give you the 4 directions, which is almost as good as a joystick, but it's not as good as a joystick. But I really liked it. I really like it, and I've picked up different versions of it too since. Like I found it for the Genesis and I found it for the NES. The Genesis version's probably the worst way to play it because it has a different controls on the Genesis because you don't have the 4 buttons. You don't have the 4 buttons on the NES either, but what you can do on the NES is you can actually play with 2 controllers and use the D-pad of each controller, and one of them will make the character walk and the other will make it fire, and that's a really good way to play it. I think the Genesis version does that too, but the Genesis controllers are more awkward to play with 2 at once than the NES ones. But the coolest thing we did is I actually have 2 NES Advantage controllers, and if you have those, you can plug those in instead, and then you can play with 2 joysticks. And that was a lot of fun, except they're not like, I had to rest them on my thighs, and they weren't stabilized perfectly well, so they would slide around a little bit. But it was still a very fun experience. A very fun way to play it. And we'll probably do more of that again someday too. But I've been trying to mostly, I've sampled the other versions a bit, but I've been trying to mostly stay focused on the Super Nintendo version, because I want to beat this one first. Since it's the first version of it that I tried out, I'd like for this one to be the first one that I beat. I have a version of it on the PlayStation 2 as well, but I'm kind of saving that one because with that version, I will be able to use the 2 joysticks on the DualShock controller, and I know that's going to be really good, but I'm worried if I play that version before I beat this one, I'll be ruined by the 2 sticks. I'll never want to go back to this one if I play that one first, so I'm trying not to play that one until I beat this one. We also played it on the Commodore 64. That version is really easy because the C64 can't handle quite so many enemies on the screen at the same time. And because we played it on the C64 Mini, I was able to use a Super NES style controller for it, which made it, you know, much easier than I think it's supposed to be as well. But it's cool that there is a version of it on the C64. I don't think we beat that version. I'm not really clear. It ended kind of weird. I think because it's a game that's on tape, the file I had for it anyway, at least, was like emulating the cassette tape game. I got to the end of it, it told me to restart the tape, but I couldn't do that on the Mini. So I don't know if that was the end of the game or just a midpoint or something. I tried some games with double mouse, but unmanageable with one pointer. You can use the extra buttons on one mouse. Like 2 controllers or 1 controller in each hand. Tried some games with double mouse, but unmanageable with one pointer. Use the extra buttons on one mouse. Use the extra buttons on one mouse like 2 controllers or 1 controller in each hand. I can't play anything with a mouse. I can't imagine using 2. I can't get out of this corner. Run, 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 run. I died, but there's an extra life, so it all balanced out. I'm hanging on to this first credit. Hey, welcome back, Chozo. Yeah, we finished our DKC for the night. We finished. I got the 101%, so my notes are complete, and now I can start trying to do full playthroughs, like 1 session playthroughs, and We'll see. You know, after I start doing a couple complete runs, we'll see. We'll see what the time and number of death situation is looking like. We'll probably play through it again next week, but I'm not 100% committed to that because I also know I want to start playing some Christmas games, and I might feel a lot more like that than going right back to DKC. I might rest that until after the holiday.
Seconds. Contestant 1.
I tried to thread the needle there. Oh no, that spread gun despawned. I was counting on that. Now on to DKC2. No, I've already done that one. I'm not planning any challenges with any of the other ones. Just a casual playthrough of each, I think, is good. But I do want to move on to DKC3 eventually. I think Cranky's challenge for DKC2 is 2 hours, 1 life, because the game is bigger. But when it comes to like a challenge run of a game, I'm mostly interested, like, most of the games that all of the games that we've done so far, like, most of them have been games that the run is about 20 minutes long. Right? Castlevania, Contra, Super C, Gunsmoke. Like, they're all, like, half an hour at most kind of games for the challenges. And really, I don't really like the idea of, like, a challenge run that goes longer than an hour. Now, I think our longest one is Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and that's right at 1 hour. It's just barely over. I've really fallen apart. I've really fallen apart on level 2. No, I was wanting that one up. No, it despawned. Oh, I've done so badly. Hope you enjoy returns and Tropical Freeze enough to 100% them. A game like Donkey Kong Country or Mario 3 is too long for one life challenge without warps. Well, I think DKC 2 is too long. DKC 1 is fine. I've already done that one in 1 hour, so that meets my criteria. Mario Brothers 3, yeah, Mario Brothers 3 would be tough. That would be tough to do one life. Just because it's long. Yeah. I don't think most of Mario Brothers 3 is that difficult. I really only struggle with well, I struggle with Worlds 6 and 7 a lot in Mario Brothers 3. But I know the rest of the game really well.
10 seconds. Contestant 1.
So I could probably... I could probably get through most of it. But yeah, it's longer. It's longer than I would really be interested. Mario Brothers 1 might be fun. Because I don't know if I've ever done that. I don't know if I've ever done that in one life. Do both loops. Mario Brothers 1 is, you know, not super tough if you know the game. It can be... Some of the stages are rough. Yeah, damageless lost levels. There we go. There's a challenge. Ugh. The biggest challenge for me with lost levels is just wanting to play the game. Sometimes I think hiding in the corner is a terrible strategy, and sometimes I think it's the master strategy, and I can't decide.
Total carnage. I love it.
Ice World and some of the levels in the final world for you are the toughest. Yeah, Ice World is World 6. Yeah, Ice World's tough for me too. This guy is a menace. On like my best runs of this, if I'm doing really, really, really good, I can make it up to this guy on my first credit. But I just have no idea how to fight him. He just ruins me from this part forward. I'm just gonna bleed lives. I've fought him a lot, but I've learned nothing about how to fight him well. Hey, Lord Malachite, welcome in.
Contestant 1.
Pause a moment to catch up. Yeah, imagine getting Mario 2 for Christmas and it's the Japanese Mario 2. Horrific. Never played this game before. It's a lot of fun, but it's brutally difficult. I've only ever beaten this game on the NES because you use the 2 controllers. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. I've got 2 Advantage controllers, so I've done it with the. I've played the NES game with the twin sticks. I haven't beaten it. I think I'd have a lot easier time beating it if I committed to that one. But I kind of want the Super Nintendo version to be the first one I beat because it's the first one I started. But I have sampled the NES and the Genesis versions. The Genesis version I don't really like playing. If I had two joysticks for the Genesis, I might feel differently, but with just the regular controllers, I don't like it very much. No. Just mows me down. No way. I don't know if any of those are landing on him or not. There's my last credit. If that disappeared right as I picked it up, that's rude. Oh, I'm not gonna make it past him. I usually don't. I usually can't beat this guy. Double kill! Look at that. Oh my goodness. What luck. It won't let me finish. It won't let me just hit start. R.I.P. everyone without a middle name. Welcome back, Port Jams. Oh. There we go. Alright, we'll do another run.
Good luck.
Let's see if it goes any better. I think my PB is like halfway through stage 3. I don't think I've made it to the stage 3 boss.
Good luck. You'll need it.
He's not wrong. No, my robot friend is gone. I feel like where things really started falling apart for me was when there were a lot of these shrapnel guys, and I did a bad job at keeping track of when they were about to fire. so that I could make sure I was out of the way. I can't look away to finish reading that comment. Yeah, it's not a game you beat, it's one you survive.
Big money, big prizes. I love it. Dude.
No. Got my life back at least. It's rough to be like working your way toward an item and then to die right next to it. Because usually if an item is worth working your way over toward, it's something that's good enough that, like, if you do pick it up, it's gonna ensure you're protected for a little while at least. No! I walked right into that. There's nothing to blame there but just my own foolishness. I walked right into that shrapnel. I saw it, I could have avoided it, I didn't avoid it. It is the very definition of all my fault. Please don't run over me. There's invincibility over there. No one wants to die with invincibility on the screen. It was pretty far away, so like, I had my work cut out for me getting over to it, but This one's not far away. Let's go. I mean, it just spawned 3 extra lives in a row. The RNG is crazy right now. That's the tough thing about this game. It's like your weapons are random, right? So I don't like that, you know, too much. I don't really like randomization in my games. A lot of times. But it's great when it works in your favor, though. I wish when you picked up a weapon, I wish it was contra rules for the weapon. I wish that they didn't have limited ammo, and you just kept whatever you picked up until you died or picked up another weapon. It would probably, like, it would make things a lot easier. But I can't really say it would make things too easy, because the game is already so hard. Please stay away from me. No! Ah! No way. Alright, I lost considerably fewer lives that time. Orbs. Wow. I would bet every dollar I've ever seen that I've never played this room without dying before. That was a great start to the level. No. Rip the Deathless Run. You did, not counting the like 8 times I died on level 1. No! Frownie, turn around. Oh, nice. Nice, that weapon spawned right where I was standing. That doesn't happen very often.
Big money! Big prizes! I love it!
Yeah, watch out, because there's landmines under the presents. Oh, presents. This is a Christmas game. No, my little robot friend. I'm dead. No. Ah, it zapped me. Blow them all up. Excuse you. I wanted that. I wanted that invincibility. Ah. Oh, that room was brutal. That room was brutal. Thank goodness it was short. I don't really like pausing during this game. Too much. I can't pick up this invincibility because my Beyblades won't let me walk close enough to the wall to get it. Alright, there's a rip the 1 credit clear.
Contestant 1.
Oh. If I were good enough to clear this game in a single credit, I think like that would be like I think I'd have to just retire from gaming. Like there'd be nowhere else to go. Like I'd have reached the pinnacle.
Bingo.
There's too many of them. Oh, what a room. No, I was a second too late for the spread gun. I was a second too late for it again. That one I didn't think I had any chance of getting, so I might have if I had tried harder. Can we please be at the boss, please? This is my corner. Everyone stay out of it. This is my corner. Everyone stay out of it. It worked. Alright, well,
Total carnage!
how robbed am I gonna be by this boss? How many credits is he gonna steal from me? Invincibility, let's go. Oh, I ran into a mine.
Contestant 1.
Does this always come with invincibility? What is happening? I think the game is bugged. Oh, he got me. How does he know where you are without eyes? Good question. Guess he just follows the sound of the tears I'm crying.
Contestant 1.
I don't recall this weapon giving you invincibility every time you pick it up. I wonder if I accidentally changed the difficulty to easy. let's get out of here. I got a couple lives. I got a couple lives for the next level. That's unusual. Oh, the score's getting close to maxing out. Stage 3. Ah! Temple alert. That doesn't mean anything to me. I just see words on the screen. I can't help but be excited. I don't know. Feels like, you know, progress. I don't know if I've ever come to this particular room before. Because, like, you choose the way that you work your way through the stages. I haven't been to stage 3 very much at all. I'm super unfamiliar with this stage, but I don't know that I've ever gone right as my first decision before. So I may have never even seen this room. Oh, that was a power-up, but it was way over there on the other side of the world. This one's much closer. No! I think I actually had that power-up for negative time. Big prizes. I love it. Oh, we hit 10 million in our score. I didn't get it on the, you know, in between the stages, but oh, I'm dead. We've hit it now, I was saying. The score doesn't matter. You don't get, like, extra lives or extra credits or anything for the score, so... Unless you can just muster up some excitement just for the score itself. There's no benefit or point to the score. Extra lives, there's a point to those. Please spawn more extra lives, game. Please. No. Ah. Oh, you shared some art? Right on. Yeah, I'll be happy to check that out a little later on. Thank you for that. Ooh, an extra life. This room is shockingly tolerable so far. I knew it. I knew I was jinxing myself. I tried to add the so far, but it was too late. The game heard me and punished me for having a good time. Oh, there's a 1-up! There's a 1-up in the middle of the board! That invincibility might as well have been on the moon, it was so far away. Just look at how long these waves of enemies go on for. I've been in this room for half an hour. I just cannot make my way to a power-up. Oh my goodness.
10 seconds.
We still have a credit. Let's go. Alright, that's it. The last credit. Nar, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hello, streamer. I hope you had a good stream tonight, Nar. Are you still working on... Are you playing baseball, I think? Bases loaded? No more sports ball? Well, GG. If you'd like to share what you're up to, we'd love to hear it. My friends, take a moment If you're not already following Nar, I highly recommend doing so. A fantastic streamer. He plays a lot of NES because he's trying to beat every NES game on real hardware with real carts. He does a lot of races, like events, like Big 20 type things. Fantastic times over there. Finished Rambo tonight. Ninja Gaiden 3 tomorrow. GG on Rambo. I haven't played Ninja Gaiden 3. I've heard it's real tough. So good luck with that. I've never played Rambo either. I think I would like it because I like those Zelda 2 type games. I don't know if I'd be clever enough to figure out how to beat it because they can be really confusing, those types of games. But generally speaking, I like them. Haven't played that one either. Should be an interesting playthrough. Rambo turned out not being too bad. Had its problems. Par for course for the NES. As much as we love it, it's got some problems. I was able to get through it. You'll be fine. Hey, thank you for the vote of confidence. So we're just playing. We're actually almost at the end of the stream. You've kind of come in toward the end. But we're just playing Super Smash TV. We'll probably end stream when this run ends. But I'm doing pretty well. This is about as far as I've ever gotten. I've never beat this game before. Yeah, we do tend to end pretty close to each other. And I've been rapping earlier because I'm on the baby schedule now, so... Yeah, this is the Super NES one. I've sampled a few other versions, C64, NES, and Genesis, but I haven't beaten any of them. And the Super Nintendo version is the one I started with, so it's the one I'd kind of like to finish first. So I put most of my effort into it. Yeah, I like the dual controller mode on the NES especially because I have 2 Advantage controllers. So I got to do it like real twin joysticks. That's a lot of fun. Alright, I'm gonna... try and play a little bit again. We're on our last credit now. I just used my last credit. Yeah, you can plug 2. You can plug 2 Advantage into it, and then you can have it twin sticks like the arcade. It's the only thing I've ever enjoyed using the Advantage controller for, because I don't really like joysticks, generally speaking. But, a fabulous riding mower. Here they come. Here's the real waves of enemies. The item that gives you the little robot buddy, the little orb that flies around with you, I can't tell the difference between that and the bombs. So I always think I'm picking up one and I'm always wrong. I always get the opposite of what I think I'm about to pick up. I don't know why those icons have to look the same. Brutal. Such a brutal game. Beyblades. That was bad. Another room down, though. Xeno Crisis for the Genesis setup where the buttons are mapped to the right stick. I play that one as a twin stick shooter. Not a fan of the Advantage. The sticks always felt mushy to me, like I was going to snap the sticks. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I just don't like joysticks at all, pretty much. Even though I got my start with joysticks, right? Because with the C64, like, we used a joystick for all the games. I had a Point Master joystick. It was like, the Point Master looks like a flight stick, but it has none of the features of a flight stick. It's just a really tall joystick with one button on the end. I would rather be playing this with so I differentiate between joysticks and thumbsticks, of course. I would very much like to be playing this with the PlayStation controller, with the DualShock. Like, 2 thumbsticks would be great. It'd be way better than the D-pad and the buttons. 100%. And I own a copy of this on the PlayStation 2, so I will be able to play it that way eventually. But I'm purposely not playing I'm purposely trying to not play the PlayStation 2 game until I beat the Super Nintendo game. Because I think if I go to the PlayStation 2 version, I'm never gonna be able to come back to this one. This is our last life, by the way, my friends. Speaking of not being able to come back, I don't think I'm going to be able to come back from my situation here. Unless the game spawns like 12 lives right on top of my character in the next 2 seconds. I think our run is dead. It got me. Alright, well, I think that's probably the best run I've ever done. I don't think I've ever made it that far before. Need to move up the bit ladder. Thank you for the GGs, Nar. I'm sorry to end the stream right after, so close after a raid, but my decisions aren't entirely my own. Have a good one. Need to get some sleep. I hope you sleep well. We'll be heading out with a raid. Ooh, and we've got a great stream. We never get to go this direction. This is a treat. Do the same thing all the time. think there's a way to block out raids if you plan on leaving in like a 30-minute window. That would be a very considerate thing to do. I don't think I would ever remember to do it. I'm going to send this over to Natto. I never get to send raids to Natto because he always streams before me. But he started late tonight. This is great. Natto's got I love Natto's stream. He's always sending raids our direction too. I never get to hit his way. He's playing Ninja Gaiden. He's trying to go for the Ninja license. He said that's to beat the game in less than 12:30. And his current PB is just over 17. So he's got a little ways to go, but he's getting better real fast. You'll beat this game eventually. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Angelus. So this one isn't really in our regular rotation. It's kind of one I just play whenever. Look at that. I'm #1 worldwide. Top of the leaderboards. Highest score in the history of this game. #1, Agent Frownie. So that's pretty good. I probably won't be here tomorrow night. There's a slim chance of a stream if the baby falls asleep early and sleeps really well. I might sneak down here for a stream. But if you have other plans, don't cancel them. I'll try to be back Wednesday though. Almost 100% sure. Wednesday and Thursday we'll do Dark Souls 2 and we'll do Christmas games. I think we'll do Christmas games on Wednesday and Dark Souls on Thursday. That's what I'm leaning toward. We might do some of each night. If we pick a Christmas game and it's super short and I finish it in like, I don't know, 2 hours, maybe we'll do Dark Souls in the second part of the stream. We're gonna be a little, flexible. Cool stream, almost 7 hours. Yeah, it's been rare that I've been able to go so long. Thank you, Swish. That raid clock is ticking down, my friends, so we're going to head out. Thank you one last time for being here, everybody. I really appreciate you. Thank you bearing with the unpredictable, chaotic schedule. That means a lot to me, too. Not that just you'd be here, but that you would put up with the inconvenience. But be well until I get to see you again. Hopefully that'll happen real soon. We're all done for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.